Hey, okay.
Gabe,
Let's
you
just say
meet
that
Gabe.
right now. I can't do the show without you, without Gabe.
You
I
can't do
can't
the
do
show
it with
without
you.
Gabe. So are you
Yeah.
officially? Are you officially resigning now?
No, it's just it's it's not entertaining when it's just me and you. If me and Gabe were there, you know, the entertainment starts, and then you just read the chat.
So I just read it. So it's just good for me just to read the chat, and it's like better when Gabe's here. Yeah, of course it's better when Gabe's here, bro. But it's like, damn, bro, like
But you could be entertaining while you read the chat.
I can be entertaining while I read the chat. What am I fucking here to amuse you? What's going on with it?
They got a name for it, like professional chat reader or something like that.
Professional chat reader. So I'm just chat GPT. I just fucking you just say some shit and then I answer it and then we go from there, right? So basically, so it's just me doing a voiceover of the chat, and then I just after I read the chat, then I just stop. Okay, sounds about right.
You don't need to be you don't need to show your face or anything.
I don't have to show my face at all. So we'll just do this. Okay, this is what I'll do. I'll stop my camera. So we'll just talk, and I'll just be the voice. See, that looks a little bit better, right? At least you can get the effects of my voice. You know what I mean? It's like kind of pulsating through the. It's pulsating.
I'm kidding, bro. I'm kidding.
All right, everybody, welcome to Raider Nation Live. I'm just the voice of the Raider Nation Live. Apparently, this is the best way that I can be effective on this channel. Is better.
Don't make me say don't make me say give me a thumbs up if you like it this way.
Okay, I'm giving.
Mad, bro.
You don't want to see what I'm actually. If there's a bunch of thumbs up in the fucking chat right now, bro, I'm gonna be pissed because if we're gonna do it this way, bro, I'm gonna be. You don't even know. I can be pseudo closed right now, just nothing, just sitting here, just a voice. And I'll be eating on the channel.
Imagine that.
What a dick. Oh, now it's all over.
He said to be entertaining before the show, and that's what I was.
But I mean, it's not entertaining when you're crushing my hopes and dreams, bro. You know, I know I only got a face a mother could love. You know what I mean? That's why I'm single. No,
you said mother, not lady.
Stupid.
The lady might just slap it.
I know. Yeah, they be slapping some shit. I've been slapped a couple of days in my time. Like the way fucking Crosby was gonna slap Phil Simms, bro. That was beautiful. That was so beautiful. You see that shit? That shit was Phil Simms like, huh? He turned redder than his fucking dad's hair, bro. That shit was funny as hell.
He saw the stuttering, didn't he?
That motherfucker was stuttering like a bitch.
I don't like like that. I don't like the way you be talking bad about the Raiders, man. What's up?
He did kind of punk him and shit though. Ah, man. Welcome everybody. Welcome to Raider Nation Live. I'm your host, Dirty Low. We got Gravy in the building. Gabe is pulling up late as usual. And my man's working. He's doing his thing, getting his stuff thizzle on, getting that hustle, getting that paper on. Oh, that was an old Larry. But anyways, man, there's a lot of shit going on. LV is packed right now. Craziness. I'm seeing videos of nothing but Chiefs and Niners around. A lot of good press. There's always a lot of good press during Super Bowl. And it kind of feels like me and So were kind of talking about it. It seems like it's going by pretty fucking fast, bro, like already. But it's just like there's so much content, so much shit just being built up so fast. It's crazy. There's like 80 videos you can watch of somebody talking to somebody. I mean, I seen AP talking about like 8 different people. Fucking Max Crosby talking to like 10 different people. Max Crosby has a podcast with The Rush and also The Boys, and I was trying to watch it, but I was taking care of a few things, man. But yeah, man. Anyways, so much
he's
shit.
Not really,
huh?
Bro, he's not really getting down to the nitty gritty of the Max. You know, he's just talking, just bullshitting, really. You know, but you get whatever you want to take heed to that, but I took heed to what AP said and what Hugh Jackson said. You know what Max told Phil Sims. You
Yeah.
talking shit, bro. He's gonna get at you.
Well, it's always the first ones that are really, really good, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You get excited. Oh, shit, you get to hear AP talk, you know what I mean? Max talk and stuff like that. You haven't really heard anybody else bullshit, you know what I mean? Telesco did a podcast a week before everything, and that was a couple days prior before they actually aired it, which was not too bad. They kind of just did a background on him and stuff like that. But there's a lot of talk, a lot of this, that, and the third. And as of right now, Chad Ochocinco is not coming to the Raiders. He's not. It's bro. It was all bullshit. It was just fucking around. Everyone's like, no, he's coming. He's not coming, bro. He'll probably be on the sidelines. You know what I mean? I don't.
Nor should he.
You know what? I kind of had that too. Like, I kind of had that. Like, why? Like, why Chad Ochocinco, bro? I mean, even though him as a player was dynamic, bro. Don't get me wrong. But then I was thinking the Hugh Jackson, Marvin Lewis connection. I was like, okay, something might work. You know what I mean? But I don't think him being on a talk show and then him actually like wanting to be a coach, it should start at the NFL level. No one should start as a coach at the NFL level. You make your fucking ways through whatever, through high school, through college, and you know what I mean? Fucking, what is it, that AFL team now, the shit that's going on. You know what I mean? I don't think you should just because your name and just because he didn't win a Super Bowl, did he?
Whoa.
Ochocinco.
Oh no.
No. So he didn't win, like not even a Super Bowl winning receiver. You know what I mean? I don't know if he's not going to be a Hall of Famer. I'm not saying he's not that good or anything like that, but go watch
he's a I gotta think about that, but he's close as a Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I mean him being close and all that stuff doesn't necessarily mean that he has, you know, he could just come up and be cool with AP. Probably has a relationship with AP, which is cool, you know. And since I'm kind of glad that you know, our other host is here right now, so now I can turn around and just do this. All right, I'm out. I'm just a voice, just a chat.
Speaking of Hall of Fame,
okay, come back. Speaking of Hall of Fame, can you hear us? Can't hear you. Breathe. Say something. All right, I'm gonna get the chat while Gabe gets situated.
But in hindsight, you know, you could be a player and go coach, you know, but you're gonna start from, you know, what they go on the bottom, their, you know, operations, you know, the
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
All right.
What do they call that? Quality control. You know, offensive quality control guy. That's the bottom of far as coaching wise, where they put together tape, they go get coffee, they do shit like that.
Chad Ochocinco is not gonna be no He ain't getting nobody's no coffee. You know what, Chad Ocho? You know what?
If you want to be a coach, and you're quality control, you're gonna do that shit.
This is what Chad Ochocinco needs to do. He needs to go watch the movie Underdogs on Amazon Prime, which is Snoop Dogg. And Gabe told me to watch that movie. I did watch that shit the other day. It's pretty funny, bro. It's a lot of fucking cussing with a bunch of little kids. I was like, dude, relax a little bit. You know, a little something. It was like motherfuckers and fucking these kids bitching. I'm like, yo, it's cool, but Chad Ocho needs to go do some fucking community service work like Snoop Dogg did in that movie before he can start being an NFL even quality fucking nothing. But anyways,
yeah, I knew that shit was all trolling though when he was like, because he likes to fuck around like that.
Yeah, and even when his old lady posted the pictures of his old lady's conversation. She's like, I'm flying into town. He's like, oh, you don't believe I'm gonna be a coach? You got your own room now. She's like, get the fuck out of here.
Too much for him, dude.
Yeah. What's up, Gabe?
Ochocinco couldn't hang being a coach.
Just getting home, you know.
How's your day? Everything good?
Yeah, just chilling, you know, fucking getting through the day, another day. Cold as fuck. But
yep.
Cold. Fucking mountain surrounded with snow.
That shit's nice out there.
You know? Looks nice. Snow mountains, little snow tops.
There you go.
You know, saca la bolsita.
Hey, how you doing? How you doing?
Oh shit, my bad.
Hey, we're gonna get into it. I got a bunch of shit that Sean sent me,
The
bro.
flannel, the
Shout out Sean
flannel
Johnson,
gravy.
bro.
Flannel boys, look at that. Flannel boys,
Flannel
come on,
boys.
gravy. Let's go.
I'm gonna get to the chat real quick and we'll get into it, bro. Sean Johnson, what's up, bro? Salute.
My gangbang fan, man. Put
Easy,
this on when it's
relax.
time to get big. Put this on when it's time to get nasty.
You got your black Air Force Ones on?
The black Air Force Ones.
Vic Sacramento, what's up, bro? I'm gonna shout out to everybody.
Got my house shoes on. Got my winos on.
Get your winos on? Orale. John Raider, Amiga's a free agent until he signed. I'll sign Sneed. He's 27, be 28, 2024 season. Well, I don't know. Vic, what's going on, bro? G Raider, what's up, man? Salute to you, bro. Holly, what's up? SoCal Sal, Raider Nation, Raider.
What's up, Holly?
Raider Pete, what's going on, bro? Raider Nation, what's up? SoCal Sal, showing some love. Let me see who else is in the building. Trying to catch up real quick. Night Owl's in the building. What's good, bro? Salute to you. Blue Raider, what's up? Ooh, that looks nice. That looks very, very nice.
Holly needs to get her show back going. I like being on that show.
Whatever happened to Holly's show
back going.
Ooh, white cherry gelato. Nice. I picked up some gelato
Backpack
too.
Boys.
Salute.
Little backpack. It looks like a little backpack. It's a little fucking vape, but it's like it says Backpack Boys. I guess there's some company coming out of LA and shit. You know what I mean? But it's pretty bomb. Live resin and shit's pretty bomb.
There you go. RG3 and Tony Romo had words on Bo Nix mobile. He's a true mobile, but don't got a deep arm. Sometimes fails to take the shot down the field. No to Knicks, and even give Tucker the ball when he is open deep. Yeah, that's true too. Mac, no vote. Yeah, I seen that shit too. Pena, what's going on, bro? Salute to you guys, man. I'm just gonna catch up to the chat. We're gonna get into it. There's a lot of topics to talk about, and a couple other things that I just kind of want to throw out to see what you guys want to say, bro. We the people, what's up, bro? Salute to you guys, man. Hopefully having a good one, job. People, AP was asked Niners and Chiefs are playing in the stadium. Glad to get to see one for what, and one day they'll can get the hell out. Yeah. Oh yeah. You did say that shit, like my house and shit. I got that. Shit, who else in the building? Soul's in the building. What's up, bro? Salute to you, man. Hopefully you're having a good one. It's funny as fuck. Let's see who else is in the building. Damn, bro. A lot of people that I missed, bro. Sorry about that, guys. Just trying to catch up. Emmanuel Gary, what's going on, bro? Salute to you. Hopefully having a good one. Freddie Chavez in the building. What's up? Tom Telesco going to trade the farm to ask out. Yeah, I seen that. I'm going to bring that shit up too, bro. Salute. I don't think Chad is actual coach for the Raiders. Yeah, he's not. It's just a joke. Wild Turkey, what's up, bro? Salute to you, man. Hopefully having a good one. Team Public Relations. Stupid. Chad is nuts. He shouldn't even be playing like that. That's true, too. Shit, we're almost caught up right now. Damn, man. A lot of people.
Clifford the Black Raider.
Yep. What's up, Cliff? Hopefully having a good one, brother. Hopefully you guys are nice and warm or cold, or make sure you bundle up. Rashida's in the building. What's up, bro? Salute, bro. Hopefully you're having a good one. Hit Six Stepper in the building. Clark Arroyo's in here. Dark's in the building. There's Hit Stick. Raider Fan 32. What's up, brother? Hopefully you're having a good one. All right, we caught up. All right. So after all the shit that's been going on and everything, what's going on with you guys? What are you guys looking at? I haven't really got a chance to talk to you guys about anything. So talk to me, man. What are you guys seeing during this whole, I guess, media row type shit? What are you guys looking at?
Media row, like the Super Bowl?
Yeah. Can't hear you, Gabe.
I said I like the news fucking coming out. But I think Gravy will be happy, dog. It's not big news, but you know, fucking the shit that they asked Chris Jones today. You know what I mean? He said that this could be his last game in Kansas City, and he says that the Raiders have the best facilities in the NFL, and that he's first class organization, and you know what I mean. Who knows, man? You know, time this week at in Vegas, we'll have them, be like, you know what, I might want to play here, dog. You know, I might want to.
Go Chris, you Raider. Go Chris.
I might want to live in
you
the city,
Raider.
No.
Don't do that, Gravy. Don't do go Chris.
Dude, everybody be doing that if we get Chris. Everybody will be doing that if we get Chris Jones.
Fuck no.
Or Leonard Williams. Doesn't matter to me.
I seen something that Sean Johnson sent me today. Shout out Sean Johnson. He a bunch of like market values, I guess, broken down from a certain site. And I guess when they look at it, I think the difference in money is pretty significant between both of them too. But then again, you have the caliber of player that Chris Jones is. You know what I mean? So Chris Jones is looking at anywhere from 28 to 30 mil, and Leonard Williams is looking more like a 16 to 18 in that ballpark range. You know what I mean? So it's like a $12 million difference. But then again, though, Chris Jones has been dominant for the last couple of years. You know what I mean? His team has gotten that defense has been one of the big catalysts, of the reasons why they're in back-to-back Super Bowls. You know what I mean? Could go back-to-back this year, and I don't know, man. Chris Jones. And if we could take him away from it, if we could take him away from them, it just makes us double. That's just like a double-edged sword for them. You know what I mean? Because we take their best player on defense, and he's added to a division rival. You know what I mean? So that could probably get us over the hump. You know what I mean? As far as division wise, you know what I mean? That could put us over the top in the division. So yeah, man, that's pretty significant. I love hearing what he said today, but then again too, he is playing in Vegas. He knows that there's a bunch of Raider fans around. You know what I mean? So hopefully there's some smoke where there's fire. You know what I mean? Hopefully, man. I just 1 month away. Gotta get the Super Bowl over with, but a little bit over 1 month away for fucking free agency.
So yeah, biggest. He sent me the same thing. So like Cat Williams, Cat Williams. I'm sorry. Shit.
Cat Williams.
He's 4'4", bro. That's gonna be our other wide receiver. No,
yeah, I know Christian Wilkins. I know Christian Wilkins and Zabuke are both around like the $22 million range or something like that.
Yeah, so it says right here, Chris Jones is looking about 28 for 3 years, so about 85. Cat Williams is looking at Leonard Williams, Big Cat, looking at 3 years, 50 million, about 16. Mbuke or Madabuke, whatever, 4 years, 20 million. Yeah. Okay, Patrick.
Just call him the dude from Baltimore. The dude from Baltimore.
JM, I'll call him JM.
The dominant defensive lineman, defensive tackle from fucking Baltimore. Basically, because he was dominant this year.
It sounds like too much like Bukaki, so I'm not going to say that. Anyways,
that didn't do shit against Kansas City when he needed to.
Patrick Queen's looking okay. So, anyways, Christian Wilkins is looking at like 20 million 4 years, and then yeah. So you know what I mean. I think he sent me the same one. So yeah.
And they I think right there. I think according to that one, I think Snead. I think he's being lowballed in that site. I don't think he's going to get that much. He's going to get more.
They're saying that, well, what we got here.
Not for a corner, dog.
It's 4 years, 65, so basically 16 a year.
They're lowballing him, dog, because corners like that are getting paid easily 20, 25.
Yeah.
Corners like that.
So
corners that are coming off of that type of year, going into their free agency year, bro. It's like they're especially this year where shit's gonna go up, salary cap's gonna go up, more money, more TV money is gonna be added. You know what I mean? They still don't know how much, but it's gonna be more than what was expected. So yeah, he ain't getting paid no 16 million.
Yeah. He's probably gonna he'll get paid more than that.
Didn't Bradbury get like 20?
Yeah. That's why he didn't come to us. I thought he was
coming off that Super Bowl shit, and then everybody thought that.
Too, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's Snead.
Yeah, but Snead has Super Bowls.
Exactly. So he's gonna be worth some more.
Bradbury, I think Bradbury is overrated. Every time I click on the TV, he's getting burnt. I don't know if it's just me or the time that I turned the TV on, but he's getting burnt.
Yeah.
Bradbury,
So
see this year.
my question is, I mean, these are guys that are possibles, right? You know what I mean? These are all just breakdowns. But there's one here that I just noticed that I seen when he sent them to me, but it kind of came up, and this is a good talking point. Since we got Getsy and he knows that he's his style of, well, the good successful years, he wouldn't have real good passing, but he was number one in rushing, number one and number two like the last 2 years. So it says right here, calculated market value for Josh Jacobs is 4 years, $42 million. So I've seen
like that right there. I don't see no running backs getting. I don't see him getting no 10 million though.
Yeah, that's what I was saying too.
Sorry to say, but I don't see him getting 10 million. Like, especially in the running back market, I don't see him getting 10 million though.
So
I don't see him getting a 4-year deal. I don't see him. Maybe he okay. Even if he were to get a $10 million deal, annually, he ain't getting no 4 years.
No, he's gonna get about three. That third, 3 will be a team or a team option.
Really? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. My thing is that do you guys think he is even going to come back?
I mean, I've never seen Josh. I haven't seen him lie to us yet, dog. Like, I mean, he fucking was going for his money last year. Some people will probably, count that as selfish, but I'm just seeing that as like a, in the year we're living in right now, dog. To me, like even though it's the Raiders and they stay the shield over everything, like these running backs have to get everything they can, dog, while they can.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't blame him. I don't blame him one bit. You know what I mean? But I don't know why. I see him coming back, dog. I see the excitement in the building. I see him as being one of the guys excited too for it. You know what I mean? I see him when AP was named dog coach, like AP Josh Jacobs seems to be one of the names that AP is always referring to. You know what I mean?
You mentioned him today.
So like that's nothing to like sneeze at, you know what I mean? So it's like there's a reason for that, you know what I mean? Because I think AP's going to pound the table for him. He's gonna tell Telesco, hey, let's get this guy, and I think Jacobs is also going to take I wouldn't say like, because I know some people get it confused when you say team friendly deal. Like, I still think he's gonna get paid, but I also think he's gonna like not necessarily give us a discount, because I mean the state speaks in it for itself. You know what I mean? We got no state tax. You know what I mean? So there's like a discount in and of itself right there. Like, so I think that we could give him the most. I think at the end of the day, the Raiders are gonna end up giving him the most he's gonna end up getting anyway. So I think he's gonna end up sticking to Raider.
I think he's gonna get what he. I think he's gonna get what he gets now. That's it.
You think they're gonna franchise him again here?
No, they'll just give him
to franchise him, because it's a lot of money for the franchise next year.
But he ain't gonna get less money. Would you, Gabe? He ain't gonna get less money. Nah.
Well, the thing is that if he got franchised this year, right? So if he gets franchised this year, it's around what, the top 5 type money.
They paid him. They paid him $1 million over.
Oh yeah, they gave him.
Franchise.
They gave him a 1-year deal. They gave him a 1-year deal,
one-year
right?
contract. For
that's what I mean. So this year they have the option to franchise them again.
Yeah, they're not gonna.
Know what happened.
Yeah, he's not gonna say, "Hey, I want."
Clifford says it right there. Look, the tag, he gets $14 million this year. I don't think there's no way that the Raiders tag him. I think they try to negotiate with him, and if it don't work out, I think they let him test free agency, which is unfortunate. But I don't think they let it get that far. I think JJ might take another year here just to see what it is, what the whole, he wants to ride that wave with AP at least for a year. And I think he gets himself back into contention to get himself at least a little bit more money in next year's free agency. You know what I mean? Because I don't think there's going to be such a toll on his body this year. Because now Zamir, I know it was only 4 games, but I think Zamir I think he has a little bit more confidence in him. You know what I mean? I think Zamir will be able to at least carry the ball a little bit more because he was non-existent. He was non-existent in his rookie year, and in the first couple of games this year when Jacobs was healthy and stuff like that, he was non-existent. You know what I mean? So I think now they at least have the confidence to throw him in there. You know what I mean? A drive here and there. You know what I mean? Maybe get 8 to 10 carries, 15 carries a game, and maybe share them 15 and 15 a game at some points. You know what I mean? Where when Jacobs is a little bit banged up or something like that, because that seems to be a recurring theme, which is perfect right now because you got an emerging guy in Zamir. I think it's a good situation for Jacobs to probably get back on track, dog. Because I think a little bit more help, behind him is going to end up helping him out actually in the long run. I think it'll take carries away from him, but I think he'll be more fresher and his average in carries, his average per carry will go up.
26 years old, bro.
Exactly. No, I know that. But
26.
What is that in fucking? What do they say that's in fucking in running back years? He's about 45. No, I'm just fucking around.
45.
I said that this year when he missed those 3 games in a row, that took over the most he's been beat up. I don't know what the situation was, but he's never missed 3 games in a row. Usually it was 1 game, bruised up a little, came back. But the thing is
he missed that year that we went to the playoffs. Remember, he missed some time there in that year too, COVID year.
But he came back. He came back and he took us through the playoffs. Yeah, that's the reason why we went to the playoffs
and ended up almost getting 1,000 yards that year also. But I just think man.
But he didn't. But this year, that organization, we can't do what we did last year. Have them be out of training camp, had them be out of mini camp. Even in the beginning, he didn't have none of that. Hey, so that's why he had a slow start, bro.
Baby? What do you think about this? They let him test free agency, and you got Zamir right there back there, right? And Telesco tries to bring Eckler over here. Because Eckler's up for fucking. I think Eckler's gonna be a free agent next year too. I know he gets hurt as well, but you have Zamir back there. You know what I mean, to kind of like carry some of the load.
I'm gonna get a lot of people pissed off, but if Eckler comes here,
I mean, the ties are there. The ties are there. That's the only reason I bring it up. I'm not. Telesco. The one that gave Eckler his money. You know what I mean? So
it was fun. It was fun while it lasted, JJ. It was fun while it lasted, JJ.
Ooh, you ready to give up on JJ like that for Eckler?
With the fact, true.
Eckler,
just imagine.
Eckler has his injury issues too, though. Remember.
And it'll be, it's not as easy. It's easy to say, but I think, you do have Zamir didn't convince me enough with those games. To do it, to say, hey, I'm comfortable without JJ there, but JJ, you can really
yards a carry. He averaged almost 5 yards a carry in those 4
games. Like 4.2 or 4.7 card.
Yeah, you could tell yourself that JJ every year gets banged up. He's a 25 to 30 carry guy. You know what I mean? So his you pay him for 3 years and he's not there for 2, then you're gonna waste money.
I think that's only a scenario though if you can't bring JJ back though. I don't think they go out and try to go get Eckler. I think that's a scenario like that they might be able to kind of have an advantage on because of Telesco, just in case they can't bring JJ back in the building. But I think the priority is bringing JJ probably back. You know what I mean? Maybe try to negotiate with him. Maybe like. Feel him out. You know what I mean? See if because he's the one that said that he was totally on board if AP was hired again and stuff like that. So feel out that what he's feeling there. You know what I mean? Like okay, you're totally on board. Like let's start low and then see when we could come into a common ground. You know what I mean? Maybe you get him at a decent number. You know what I mean? And because like you say, like I was a little bit more impressed with Zamir, but I also wasn't impressed enough to be like, okay, Zamir could carry the whole load by himself. You know what I mean?
He's gonna take over.
So, bouncing off of what a cool cat stuff right here. Remember, McDaniels tried to play Jacobs in the preseason, right? And he did play him through the whole game. What was it? The what is it? The game? The senior game? What is it called? The
Hall of Fame
game. There you go. Hall of Fame game.
Oh, the Hall of Fame. Oh, okay. For McDaniels played him in the Hall of Fame game.
Yeah, and then the next year he turned around and then he held out, right? There's two things that three actually. One, Jacobs fucking actually developed more when we picked up what's his name, the fucking one running back that was supposed to come in. That was he was a catching back. I can't think of his name, and then he took off. Fuck, he was here for 1 year and they traded him. He played in the same college as him. It was after Drake. There you go. Yeah, Kenyon Drake, right? So Kenyon Drake, you know what I'm saying, was kind of the same kind of style of runner as him. But when he came in, even though Josh Jacobs was the actual fucking head back, Josh Jacobs had a real good fucking season that year. Next season, he kind of fell off a little bit. He really had no competition because Drake had took off. All right, so there's one. Two, AP was saying that when he turned around, took over the job, that Josh Jacobs was the heart and soul of this team. You know what I'm saying? He was saying that I'm probably like, you know what I mean, not necessarily putting it on him, but because he had a rookie quarterback, he's going to turn around, hey, I'm going to give Josh Jacobs the ball. You do your fucking thing, right? Obviously, it didn't fucking coagulate the way it was supposed to. It didn't really work out. But then also,
I like that word, coagulate.
Coagulate, yeah. It didn't.
I like it.
So another thing for me is that for the third part,
somebody been reading a dictionary. Somebody been reading.
Scholar in the building.
It's a scholar, bro. I fucking read a lot. Anyways, but the third thing about it is when you turn around and you see how AP, Josh McDaniels. Let me go back. How Josh McDaniels ended up with them about his money, bro. I don't think he's really tripping about the money, but the overall fucking, the overall thing about that I see is that AP wants him back, and he wants him to be basically the star running back. And what's going to happen with that is everyone's going to follow suit. So even though he turns around and possibly gets hurt or possibly, does whatever he does, they're probably going to let him test free agency. But AP said today, with players like Josh Jacobs, Devontae Adams, Max Crosby, he said Josh Jacobs first. So I think before we do anything, Eckler will be an add-on to Jacobs. That's if he signs. But when you really look at how fucking McDaniels did him dirty, and Josh Jacobs even said this. He said, I wish I would have came back sooner. I think I wasn't ready until game 2 or 3 until I started getting my fucking, my running legs back. You, even Coach Gravy said that, like, you can't just come in and just start running out the gate. You got to get hit a little bit. You got to get banged up. You got to get ready. You got to be there for the offseason. And I'm pretty sure he doesn't want to miss this offseason. You see what I'm saying? So even though all this shit that I just said right now, I think if Jacobs comes back, he's going to be the premier back, and he's going to give. Probably won't be making as much. And the $14 million, that's way out of whack. Nobody wants to give him $10 million last year. Now we're going to give him 14.
Somebody will.
The only reason why Josh Jacobs will take that 14 is if he takes the tag. If he takes that tag, then fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Then he'll get his 14 because that's going to be what's going to be moving forward. But nobody wants to pay him even $10 million last year. People were bitching that he took the 11. They want to give him 8 last year because of his injury history. So I think it would be smart.
After leading the NFL in rushing.
People were bitching. People were bitching. Remember that shit? People were bitching about, him not getting, you know what I mean? He shouldn't get that much. He shouldn't do this. He's holding out. He's not a real Raider. That's bullshit.
Hey, he makes 11 now. He makes 11 now, and it made him happy.
It's all guaranteed.
Give him 11.
He got it already.
Give him 11, and then that's it. You know what I mean? Because you didn't have a season. They're gonna want their money low. They ain't gonna get any lower. They're not gonna go any lower.
Okay, so yeah, so that's what I'm trying to get at though is that, like, if he takes that tag and say, hey, we're gonna tag you again, he's gonna get a fucking pay raise. Bottom line.
Yeah.
So
guaranteed.
Guaranteed. And even when we were talking about it, in his first 3 years, in one season, he made as much money as he made in one season compared to 3. So Josh Jacobs can't lose in this situation. He can't lose.
How do we get a third round pick, John Leon? After that, we let him go.
Free agent. John, okay, look, let's get this straight. Jacobs is a free agent. He's not a part of the Raiders no more.
Somebody's gonna pay him 15, 16. Some dumbass team is gonna give him a boatload of money.
Who?
Right? Jacobs.
I don't think anybody is.
You think so? Because there's
you can't deny leading the league in rushing, bro. You always got to think about that. You always got to think about that.
Look at Derrick Henry. He was second in the rushing. I think second in rushing this year. They let him go. They're gonna let his ass go. You know what I mean? He got over 1,000 yards, and like he's not. I don't even think he's gonna see that. I think they let him go for that simple reason. He was making too much money, and he was making around $14 million a year.
He's making way more. He was making 14, 15 when the tag number was 8.
But that's what I mean. Like
7,
if they're letting a guy like that go, if they're letting a guy like that go, who was still second in rushing this year, with Spears getting a lot of playing time in that offense, and they're kind of going away from fucking Henry, because I watched a lot of those games because I had Henry on my fantasy team. Like, they would go away from him in the fourth quarter. You know what I mean? So it's like a guy like that's been a fucking rush for 2,000 yards. You know what I mean? He's led the league in fucking touchdowns. You know, like I understand Jacobs has led the league too, but he never got like 2,000. Like, you know, if you want to go accolades for accolades, and they still let a guy like that go. That's the reason why I don't think any running backs other than fucking McCaffrey is other than if your name is McCaffrey, you're gonna get over like 10, like double digits, you know, coming this year.
Okay, Gabe. Let me ask you this.
Maybe
question.
Saquon. Maybe Saquon, because Saquon's a free agent. Some people are gonna speak too.
Speaking of injured.
Yeah,
that dude is just an injury waiting to happen, bro.
I think, but the reason why I say that is because it looks like the Chargers already willing to dish out some money for him, which is why I was talking about Eckler, because I think they're so. There's already been talks about them going that them if Saquon becomes available at all, they're going to pursue him heavy. So that just tells me that the Eckler is most likely gone. You know what I mean? And that scenario, and then Telesco thing.
They're gonna give him that 14. They're gonna give him more than $14 million.
That's why I'm saying, to me, $8-9 million a year for Jacobs. I think Jacobs takes it, dog. I think Jacobs, if you give him, especially if you give him like a deal where like 8, 16, like 24 million, for three years, dog. I think he takes it.
You could give him 2 years and give him 11 what you're paying him now.
He won't take that.
It's 22 million.
11?
Nah.
Oh, you say for 22 million for 2 years. Oh, yeah. Okay.
So let me tell you. Let me mention something to you though. All this shit we're talking about. Letting Henry not be in the second half in the fourth quarter. What happened to their coach, bro, and their offensive coordinator?
Got fired.
There you go.
I understand. No, I totally understand. But I'm just saying, like, a guy like that, though, like, the owner still had the power to be like, okay, I'm firing these coaches, but I'm still keeping that fucking running back. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's the willingness of owners around the whole league as a whole to let go of running backs nowadays, dog. It's just like, it's laughable, dog, because it's like fucking, it's fucked up to see. Like, it's like to even see that.
To say Spears is even at the level of Derrick Henry is insane.
Who?
To possibly let him go for that guy, though.
To let Derrick Henry go for Spears, because he had a couple of good games as a you know, they were losing a lot of games.
He could catch out of the backfield. I give him that, but he ain't Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry got 2 back-to-back rushing titles, bro,
and a 2,000-yard season.
You can't see it. If Jacobs don't want to be here, Better talk to that dude. Shit. You imagine Henry being on our squad, bro. Shit.
Oh man, that's not fair. Because if you get that, I mean Zamir, bro, Derrick Henry to the Raiders, bro. That shit is you get one Alabama back for another Alabama back, but this Alabama back is just. I love Josh Jacobs, dog. I mean, I love him as a player, as you know, for being the Raiders and shit like that. But Derrick Henry is a different animal.
See you, Josh.
Derrick Henry's a different animal. Derrick Henry's a different animal, dog.
And just talking and just saying, we'll get rid of Derrick Henry. You should be fired. You should be.
Yeah, no, Derrick Henry is a different. Like this year had an off year, and I'm telling you, they went like I've seen a bunch of games, and I would get so frustrated because they would literally he would be on the sideline, dog, and they would have Spears in there for almost like a whole fucking series at a time when it was just like, what the fuck are you doing, dog? Like, it was just, yeah. That's I understand what you're saying, Gravy. Where those guys deserve to be fired for that type of bullshit that they were doing. Like if I was getting frustrated and I'm not even a fan, I could imagine they're fans. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, it was just Derrick Henry, and still was second in the league.
Messing with a dude like that, messing with a franchise dude like that will get you fired.
And still second in the league in rushing, dog. That was the crazy part about it.
What else you got, Lo?
Well, I mean, worried about Derrick Henry coming to the Raiders or being anything like that. I mean, it's really not going to matter because they actually let him go for a simple fact is that they couldn't cover his money. So that's only showing that he's gonna take less. Dalvin Cook took fucking less. Dalvin Cook didn't play that much, but he's still effective. You know what I'm saying? But for us to really look at it, and especially last year when they were talking about all this fucking money about this, that, and the third, and whatever, not, I can give a fuck about Barkley, whoever the fuck, Sims, maybe Swift, whoever the fuck this kid's name is. No, I'm talking shit. I'm being sarcastic. But the thing is, though, worried about other people's contracts, it really doesn't matter. My question was, do you guys think Jacobs is going to come back? Fuck what he's coming back for. If he gets the,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I think all those other plans. But the franchise tag is not. I don't think that's convenient for us. Like, not convenient. That doesn't work in our favor. I think like franchising him, I don't think that's an option. Just because if you would have had a stellar season, like another season like last year, then maybe the Raiders be like, make him.
If I'm not correct, the franchise tag doesn't necessarily hit the books because it's all up front. It's bam, it's paid in a lump. And then he gets paid per. So I don't know if the franchise tag. I could be wrong, but I thought from what I remember. But it doesn't hit the books like a whole 10 or 14 million.
You can spread it cap wise around, but he gets the money. Not right there. He's gonna get a paycheck, but the money's guaranteed. He's getting all of that money.
Right.
He's gonna get 11. Josh Jacobs got $11 million last year.
It's like a signing bonus.
I think this is the perfect time for, like, if the Raiders have confidence in him and they really do, like AP. That's why I say, because AP has, said his name a lot in interviews, said his name a lot since he's gotten hired, and I think this is the perfect time if you really want Jacobs back here. This is the perfect time to actually, probably get him back at a decent price, because this is the time where you can negotiate. You know what I mean? You could kind of like, use his injuries from last year, kind of, in your favor in the negotiation room. You know what I mean? So it's like you could kind of and maybe he comes back for a decent price, because I think it's better off if you sign him for like 2 years. Give him a 2-year deal. And I think he'll be happy, and the Raiders will be happy. And I think you could get away with $8-9 million a year.
Yeah, and give him a bonus.
Getsy's saying, "Don't get rid of this dude." I'll tell you that.
Yeah, because he's gonna need him,
especially when he's run.
Right, and he's gonna need fucking Zeus to run. And if you look at Getsy's system, and if you look at Chicago's, one of the good things, and my brother-in-law is a Chicago Bears fan. I don't know why, but but he's a Chicago Bears fan. But he even said, like, they're running back. They're like a running back fucking, like, what is it, like a farm team. Their running backs, whenever Montgomery took off and got his paper. You know what I mean? A couple other running backs took off and got their paper. Like, they build running backs. they build them up because, like I said, in 2021, I believe Getsy had the #1 rushing offense. So it would be dumb for Jacobs to fucking sit back and not get his 1,000 yards and get his paper here because the simple fact is he wanted to be a Raider. And going off of what Night Owl says that he's not coming, Jacobs not coming back because he ain't the same after the holdout. He lost a step. And Jacobs even said this. He even said that he lost a step because he wasn't there for minicamp, OTAs, and all that shit because they were working everything out. You see what I'm saying? So he even stated that. So if he comes back with this whole new staff and gets his fucking rushing offense, bro, he can actually work. My biggest question is, it's not really about the money. I just want to know if he's coming back or not because I know the money's going to work out one way or another. And I know for a fact that we're going to draft him running back late. So Lesko is going to be looking at undrafted running backs that get overlooked and stuff like that. That's where Eckler came from. So they're going to need more running backs, and especially if we're going to have to run it. If for some reason we're running with AOC, just saying, if for some reason we're not,
I think
I know I'm going to talk about. It's a little transition that I'm doing, but
the Getsy thing though, like Gravy said, the Getsy hiring though, I think is going to make it an emphasis to get Jacobs back in the building.
Yeah.
Don't play around.
That's another good thing, Kev.
Don't play around with all these. Don't play around with all these other dudes. You got 2 there that could work for your system. Great. Why mess around and stop that flow? They know the offensive line. They know, we're not getting rid of everybody on the offensive line. So,
well, there is one person that's pretty much on the chopping block right now, and we could talk about the offensive line, or we can go to quarterback. It's up to you.
Who are you talking about?
James, I think it's looking like James is gone.
Andre James?
Yeah.
You think Andre James is going to be gone?
Like Andre James is gone.
I mean, unless we got a center that's, going to, emerge. I don't know. I mean, unless they're moving over Parham, but.
Well, this is exactly, let me read it to you real quick, what I got it at right here.
Parham's a better guard than he is a center.
That's what I'm saying. Like I don't like James. I'm not the biggest James fan either. But
the word in Las Vegas. This is what it is. They're moving Parham to a permanent center.
That's the word around
and
town.
Luminor is looking at going to New York Giants. He's gonna end up with the Giants.
Who said that?
Just the word in Vegas. I'm just hearing shit. I'm just hearing shit. It's just talking.
Don't say that.
Okay, Sean Johnson sent me some shit. So Sean Johnson sent me some shit. I'm fucking just reading off. I don't have an insider. Just what they're saying. What it's saying. Most of the shit that Sean Johnson says.
That's why I said too. Like I just report the news. I just report the news. I ain't got no insiders. I ain't got no sources. I report the news, what I say, and try to report it to you guys as fast as we can, dog, when it comes out. And just give our 2 cents. Give our 2 cents. I don't feel like those channels that say, like, I know this, I know that. Nah, you don't know shit.
No, okay, listen, they fucking clickbait. They clickbait shit. There's a difference. They clickbait shit. Hey, is so-and-so gonna be here? Question mark. And da-da-da-da. We're just talking. I'm going off of talking points that, like, people were telling me, like, he even said, like, we got a new tight end coach, which is true. So just shit that's out there, you know what I mean? Shit that's floating around. I'm not saying it's fucking, set in stone, but we were talking about it when James gets hurt. Parham played a real good fucking part. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, there could be that because a lot of people, even my man Gravy right here, was saying that fucking Chris Jones was owning James. So if we're gonna we don't need a center that's getting owned. You know what I mean? So there is that too.
He owned Parham. He owned James. He owned Illuminor. He owned Mumford. He owned all of them.
Yeah, that's true.
Who?
But the thing is, Chris Jones.
Nah,
I know I went too much on that yesterday. I seen the live we did. I want Chris Jones. That's it. But the thing is that if you put Parham,
too much glazing, doc.
Too much glazing.
Yeah, I don't want to speak it out of control to where it won't happen. So I'm just saving it now till it does happen. and then I'll get excited again. But
Fuckery.
Parham, you guys are mentioning that Parham's a good guard, bro. He's a good guard. And
we still got
you know
Grasso?
we got Grasso there too.
Grasso?
But I don't know, man. We're either gonna have to go fucking.
I preach Parham being center.
If we're not gonna have
Parham being
James, if we're not gonna have, I know I get on him and I get on a lot. Like I talk shit about a lot of players when they perform bad, and James did perform bad in a lot of games. But shit, man, until we get a replacement or we have a plan to get a replacement, we gotta fucking.
Yeah.
You can't fuck around with the center position now because that shit is very, very important. He's the quarterback of the offensive line, bro. So yeah, that's important.
Parham didn't do a bad job when he was out. The offensive line looked a little bit better when he was in. I'm not gonna lie. And you know what I mean? Like, I mean, he learned from Rodney Hudson. You know what I mean? And it's like maybe just Parham wasn't Parham actually a center before he came?
He played some center in college.
Okay, well, some center in college. So I mean,
so that connects him. That connects him. He was center the same way he was when James got hurt. You know. So, but his position is guard. I think he played tackle. They go all over the place in college because they're big, they're strong, and then a tackle ends up a guard in the NFL. You know what I mean? Like that. But he did play center. He did a good job with us. And the thing is, the times that I mentioned to you, Lo, when we were on the phone during halftime of games or whatever, we got together, was I said, Parham has to learn the terminology. He's the quarterback of the line. You see, the reason why
in certain systems.
What?
No, he make the calls. The center makes the calls.
The center is the quarterback of the line. No, the center is in charge of everything. He has to know everything.
He sees everything.
He has to know every fucking thing for every player. He has to know pretty much everything that every lineman on that line is going to do. Like a center.
For a lot of games. I'm sorry, Gabe. A lot of games that Parham was center. A lot of games that Parham was center, we didn't win. So because of that was the communication that the quarterback has to relay to everybody. The quarterback, we had a rookie sitting there giving out protections, which he doesn't know very well. You know what I mean? He didn't know the whole offense. So he has to give out protections. He has to talk to each of these guys, the guys coming up on you, do a certain tag for the tackle, do a certain tag for the dog, the guard. James knew that. So James was like quarterbacking all four of those guys. And maybe even the tight ends. So he
shout out
does
bro.
Know how to do that.
So shout out All Eyes, bro. All Eyes basically said some shit right here. He said that would you trust a rookie quarterback with Parham at center if we're gonna go get a rookie quarterback?
We've seen it.
I mean, at this point, if
they're
gonna put Parham in there, he must show something better than they must have the confidence that he's gonna be better than James at this point. So I would have the confidence in him because it's not like you're throwing like a rookie in there. He's already had experience there. He's already had experience there, and I think he's going on his third year already. I think he's with the whole off season, if they're going to make that move, I mean, hopefully it's soon, and they make to like have him already kind of transitioning to it. I know he's already familiar with it because he played it also in college, but. If we're gonna make that move, let's do it, soon. Let's do that shit soon, and then, name him that guy. So which kind of seems like if that report is true, which when whoever said it, it's like if he is gonna be the center, then and the news already got to him, then that's a good thing. Because that means he's already in preparation for it. And I would have confidence in him being that center. Because I've always been a Parham fan. Like a big Parham, advocate for him, being in there. I know he struggled at times, last year, but he's a solid guard. I think, if he gets a whole off season there and he knows he's gonna be the guy at center, I think I think he'll be good. I think he'll be good there, dog, because he's a little bit bigger. I think he's a little bit stronger than James. Not too much bigger, not too much, but I think he uses. I think he uses his center of gravity more, dog. Like I think because James be getting punked, dog.
Very rarely you draft a center, and he's in the mix starting lineup. You get a veteran.
We had a chance last year to get Linderbaum, but we got Tyree.
You get a veteran to be your center that knows, protections and things like that. But Parham would be great, but we need to get a guard now. Don't mess with him. Don't mess with Parham. Don't make him a center. Then on some days put him at guard, and you start messing with the dude like that. He gets start messing around. Just leave him at center.
Agree.
Like they did James.
Agree.
James didn't play guard or anything like that. We talked about it, but then he can't do that.
So
no, I agree.
So that was just something, just a take that you just seen out there. You know what I mean? I don't care where it comes from, but it's just a take because there is a possibility. And one of the bigger things is that Brasillo took off to New York. So Brasillo had fucking Luminor with them. And Brasillo came from fucking, the whole Patriots bullshit. And so he might take some of those guys. Brasillo's gone.
Didn't we just sign somebody? Did we just sign somebody at offensive for?
Okay, so this is this is the new two hires that we got right here. We hired Mike Caldwell as he was actually the defensive coordinator for fucking
defensive coordinator. That's cool.
Defensive coordinator as our linebackers coach.
That's fucking crazy, dog.
So that might be a possibility with
Caldwell and Graham.
That's crazy. So yeah. So there's that, right? Okay, check this out. But then also we signed Luke Shekel, which was actually the offensive line coordinator for Chicago, which was a little shaky for me. But he's only the tight end coach. That's not bad. So I don't know. Him and
that's kind of the same thing.
Same thing.
So they took him. So he's not. He went from offensive line coach to tight ends coach.
Yeah. And he had Komet doing some shit. So
that comes with that same. They work with each other. Yeah. Offensive line and tight ends work with each other. So
that's weird though. Going for that.
Usually the same group.
But I'm just saying, bro, because there is a strong possibility, and there's other fucking reports right now, as of everything right now, that it's rumored that the Raiders want to go all in for Jaden Daniels. So regardless of whatever,
I already want people to like make a big thing of it because then the price is gonna go up.
Right, but see, that's the thing though. So what are we gonna need? That's why I was talking about the offensive lineman, right? So if fucking Luminor is gone, cool. I'm not really worried about it. We got Mumford. All right. Then we also got that big fucking Wagner kid that's still fucking on our practice squad hidden. So he can come in, Mumford can move in, whatever he has to do, right? So the thing is though, like all I said, and what I was thinking also, if we get rid of fucking James is, depending on the system that we're running, sometimes the like you even told me, Gravy, that some centers either just call the play at the line or don't call it the blitz or nothing like that. The quarterback does in different systems. To where Derek Carr used to call the fucking plays Mike over here, flags over here, da-da-da-da. You know what I mean? Then in this system, the center has to know everything. So in different systems, different, centers have to do different things, right? Because that's what you told me. That's from my understanding. So I don't know how Getsy's going to run it, if he's going to have the quarterback fucking making all the calls or whatnot, right? So now if we really look at it, if we go get Jaden Daniels and then he's going to have to make the calls at the line, no, the center is. So we're going to need like a veteran center or keep James because he's going to know the system and knows how to make the calls. So Parham, I'm saying Parham didn't do a great job, but he did his job as a center. So if he's practiced all OTAs, offseason and all that stuff, you're going to be our new center. I'm pretty sure he can be able to pull it off because he's familiar with the role. So, but it is a little shaky though.
The interpretation, I think, is getting mixed a little bit when it comes to the calls at offensive line. That's pre-snap, right up on the line. The center, most of the time, 90% of the time, sees the front, and then you say, hey, whatever play you're running, you'll tell the tackle, you'll tell the guard, block down, switch, do something like that. The quarterback does post-snap when he sees secondary guys come up, linebackers come up to blitz, and things like that. See, the center can't see that on outside, because the center's focus is what's in front of him, and then getting the snap off. That's the main thing, is make sure the quarterback gets the ball.
Okay, so then wouldn't that be confusing if you're the center and I'm the quarterback and I'm saying, okay, we got fucking Queen over here pulling up, I'm calling this shit, then you're calling a different play. So who are they fucking listening to?
They're listening that when the center goes down and touches the ball, that's when the quarterback is usually talking. See, you don't run up there and then they get right down and get the ball and have the play go off. That's tempo. That's already planned. You know what I mean? So when the center's standing up, right? When the offensive line walk up there, they're looking at the front. Some defenses take a long. Sometimes defenses take a long time to get set up. They take a long time for the defense takes a long time to get set up. That's to make the center and offensive lineman wonder, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah, but even when the because in football, like it doesn't even pretty much sometimes even matter, dog. Like because it doesn't matter, like if the quarterback's kind of like calling out the blitzes or whatever like that. Regardless of that shit, like the center, like his responsibility, no matter what, is to know every offensive lineman's responsibility on every play.
Right.
Like he has to know every other lineman's responsibility on the play, like on every play, like any given play, and he has to, like, you might hear the quarterback calling out that, but the lineman, the center's always calling out his protection. The center's always gonna call out his protection, like how he sees the defensive line lined up. They see him in the 0 gap. They see him in the 2 gap. They see him in the 1 gap. It's like it all depends on that, and that's the center's dictating, the lines, the way that the line going to block. You know what I mean? But
it's pre-snap. That's pre-snap, bro.
Yeah, of course the quarterback's always going to be like calling out because he sees the safety, he sees the the linebacker creeping up and shit like that. So they're working in unison. You know what I mean? But it's just. But at every given play though, the center has to know, like every other lineman's pretty much responsibility.
Right. So no, I'm not saying that. Like, shout out One Life Live. He says right now, Pete. He goes, Kelsey Bros, brother. He's called out a lot of plays shit before I snapped. Right, and I get that part. I understand, but there's two different types of system to where a center could be because they already got the play. That's tempo. So the center comes up to the fucking line. We already know what the play is. Hey, we're blitzing over here. Blah, 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 whatever. We're not calling out. We're shifting to the right. Max protect. Whatever they're calling out. Right. I'm not saying I'm a fucking. I don't know all that shit, right? But what I'm saying is, but then when fucking what's name was behind the center, he already knew the play was going to go. So if he's going to change the play, then they call it not an audible or whatever, not. Then they have somebody in motion, see if they're in man or zone, right? So obviously, Kelsey's brother, Jason Kelsey, calls out the fucking who to look at, right? Obviously. But then if they turn around and audible, when they audible out, then it's fucking my responsibility as quarterback, or Hurts' responsibility to fucking call out the play and call everything out. So then the play changes, right? I get that part, bro. I understand that lineman, the center could be calling the plays. And guard can also call the plays too. You know what I'm saying? There's a possibility of that because you sit there and see that he's going like this, taps the guy, and then he's ready to go. You know what I mean? So there's certain different ways that certain coaches play the offensive line and make plays happen, right? There's certain ways. But what it comes down to is what we're talking about. If James is gone and we get a rookie quarterback, it's going to be difficult to have fucking somebody come in that's not experienced as a veteran in that center position to make those calls and to have the rookie ready to go. See what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. So I'm not disagreeing with you, or not saying that, saying that can't happen. I'm just saying it's a possibility because the rumors are he's gone.
But I'm gonna tell you this for sure, that most of the protection calls comes from center.
Of course, I agree. I completely agree with you.
There's no guards calling protection for this guy or that guy, whatever. The center does that. He's the quarterback of the offensive line. You gotta be a smart dude. Plus, be physical enough to stop a guy, and then be aware enough to get the snap going. It takes a lot of shit to be a good center.
And then in hostile territory too, you have to be the guy dictating the play too, because we know when they're in shotgun, you're going on silent counts and shit like that. You're dictating, when it's getting snapped, like when the offense goes, you know what I mean? So yeah,
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying with quarterbacks, with a young quarterback. That's just getting used to, reading protections, reading blitzes and what linemen or linebackers are coming up. That's the tough thing for a quarterback can do, because a center can't really see that unless a linebacker comes up to the line. He can say, that's a me call, me, that you stay home, stay home and get that guy. It could be anything. You can name it anything. But
so even when say Aiden's back in the pocket, they're getting ready to run a play, right? Hey, it's fucking spider 2 white banana, whatever the fuck. Just saying it. Even though James turns around and calls the fucking protection, that's fine. But the play is called by Aiden. Aiden's the one that put it out. So when James walking up to the line, Aiden told him what to do. So then he calls a protection of what Aiden told him to do. Now, if he taps his side or does this or points this way, then he's I know the protection shifted. So I get that part, right?
Have you ever noticed when the quarterback will call an audible, right? And then the center will kind of like look back, and at that point, when the quarterback calls the audible, the center has to be knowledgeable enough to be like, okay, he just changed the play to a pass play like this, so he has to relate to the rest of the offensive line. Okay, this is the way we gotta, like, he'll have his own calls, like for like an offensive line terminology type of shit, where when the quarterback makes an audible, then the center will relate to the rest of the offensive line, like, okay, we gotta slide left on this on snap, or we gotta do this on snap, with their own terminology type of shit. So the center has to, like, even though the quarterback's calling the audible, the center still has to be the one that audibles the offensive line, basically. You know what I mean? He has to basically be like, okay.
It happens really quick, so you don't really notice it. It's quicker than you think. You know what I mean? It's like the quarterback calls an audible. He'll go, you see 23, and then that's why you see like some guards turn around and look at him. You know what I mean? That's the communication that he's changing, like to a running play, and Max having the running back stay and protect. That's quarterback.
That's max protect.
Right? That's quarterback. The offensive linemen don't do that. That's quarterback saying,
that's why football's so great though, dog, because everything, like, it's such a team sport that everything has to work together. Like, all of those guys have to be on the same page, because if one lineman fucks up, confusing. I think it's
communication is key. Communication.
Yeah, one lineman gets he's called for lineman down the field. You know what I mean? Or you know what I mean? He like, that's why I'm saying, like they all have to be fucking on point, basically. Like, but it's because the center gets more responsibility because he's the guy snapping the ball. The ball's in his hand every play, basically. You know what I mean? Him and the quarterback.
So this is the thing that, okay, so regardless of what that is, James, you're telling me that James overall is going to be the best center for us moving forward?
No, I think Parham.
Well, all we see, bro, is James getting blown up. But James might be good with the communication. He might be the best center in communication, looking at things, but we don't see that. You know what I mean? And I don't see a lot of drop balls. You know, during the exchange, I don't see a lot of shotgun. You know, over the head shotgun things. But he just can't block. You know, we see James sucks because he can't hold that guy. But that's one of his responsibilities. But he might be great at communication with his line, and then the
communication can be taught. See, that's what the coaches are for. So let's okay,
but on the field, it doesn't matter, bro. During that time, it doesn't matter.
But it does matter, Gravy, because the simple fact is, if the guy's making the fucking calls and can't make the block, it's fucking pointless because he's not communicating correctly. So that means that they're not doubling up. That means they're not doubling up, waiting for the stunt. No. But if he's
physically, he was doing it. Physically, the guy was head up on him, and he can't hang with that guy. That's James' problem.
So you're telling me that the coaches can't get fucking Parham ready when he actually started some games for us?
I'm not talking about Parham. I'm talking about James.
Parham moving forward.
Yeah, I could. What I'm trying to say is that I can see Parham being the fucking guy moving forward, and moving on from James.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Me too. But what we look at, we're saying James sucks. James might be a good center. He just can't hang with the. You know, he gets overpowered.
But overall, the quarterback is supposed to know everybody's position, regardless of him calling plays and being smart. If he cannot block, or he's missing blocks, not picking up the stunts, or not actually putting hands on anybody,
that makes him look bad. That makes him look bad.
Well, it makes
because they get your quarterback sacked.
A fucking rookie quarterback, right? So, in other words, if we're really looking at it, Parham probably gave him a better shot because I think Parham was actually starting in the Chargers game. And Aiden had time. If I'm not mistaken.
The game we went to?
Yeah. No, the game that we're supposed No. The Charger game in Vegas.
Yeah, he was hurt. He was hurt at the end of the season. James was on and on.
So there you go. So Parham was part of that fucking offense that put up 63 points. Another reason why I think James did get hurt again in the fucking the game. The game before that. He got hurt with the Vikings. The next game, Parham was center. I could be wrong, but Parham was center. And then I think James came in and started the last game of the season. My understanding. So that put Aiden O'Connell, put the Raiders at the highest scoring points that they've ever had. So I'm just saying, if him moving and him actually communicating and blocking, it wouldn't be a bad deal. It wouldn't be a bad deal.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm with, I'm done with James. I'm done talking about centers anyway.
All right. So what else you guys want to talk about? So Caldwell was a big hire, and who else?
That's a lot of good knowledge right there. That's a lot of good knowledge right there. He's coaching linebackers too, huh?
Yeah. As an ex-defensive coordinator.
He went from a defensive coordinator to a linebackers coach. He took a step down. Isn't that considered a step down?
Hell yeah.
So that
probably getting paid well. He probably the highest paid linebacker coach out there.
But then this is the thing though. So he wanted to get him where he finished because he sees what they're building. So, or could this be okay? I'm not saying this is fucking rumors or nothing like that, but just thinking about it, if he comes in and Graham doesn't want to be here, even though I'm saying it's showing that Graham's gonna stay, I mean, bro, this is gonna be good. So that means we're gonna have a linebacker. Huh?
Was he the scapegoat of that Detroit debacle, you think?
I don't know.
I hope not, because their offense was a shit after that.
Yeah. Damn, Parham's 3'11"? Shit, that's a big kid.
That's Jim Caldwell.
Yeah, he is a little bit smaller. He's not as tall as James. James is like 6'5", 6'8", or some shit like that. Parham's like 6'5" or some shit like that. They're like a 3-inch difference. Charlie, on the Raiders website, it says James is 6'4", 300 pounds. Parham is 6'3", 285. Okay. Brandon C says right here, the rookie offensive line class is deep. No need to keep Andre James with these rookies coming in. Okay. He can be replaced if Paul Gunther. Paul Gunther. Why did I say Paul Gunther? Fucking PG, bro. My bad. Patrick
Damn,
Graham,
you're shaming his name.
Job next year. I see what you're saying. Mike Caldwell, well, our run defense game control. I can't even talk right now. Game coordinator, top rank, and ranked it top 10. Okay, so let me see real quick.
Not the biggest game. Not the big game. They weren't top 10. Tell you that.
That's another reason why I think that they make it an emphasis to keep Jacobs, dog, because I mean they're hiring a guy like that, you know what I mean, and then they're also, you know what I mean. I just think that, you know, the Getsy thing is big time for like just in the run defense that I think they're trying to build the team in how AP wants to. He wants to stop the run and run the ball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and I think that's why it makes a lot of sense too for fucking, I mean, try to go out and get a big name defensive tackle, you know what I mean?
So it's going to be
Johnny on somebody that you need to get somebody that can get the ball deep too, though.
Yeah. He sent me something right now. It says the Raiders are expected to be awarded compensatory picks for 2023 free agency period. And they could still receive compensatory picks based on how the hiring process plays out. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Because somebody was saying about Josh.
Whoever left.
Inside linebacker and DT away from being tops in the league. Let's do it. So let's go. I hope so. An inside linebacker who like a Patrick Queen. I mean, we have that's named Big Al. What other guys are out there? I don't know.
It's another guy that's supposed to be a Raider 5 times already. He's supposed to be a Raider 5 years in a row already.
No, Patrick Queen hasn't been supposed to be Raider. People wanted Patrick Queen. Everybody wants Patrick Queen, bro.
He's a good.
But why don't he come into it?
Hey, Gravy. Fucking Max Crosby was seen with fucking what's his name, Michael Parsons. Is he gonna be a Raider now? No.
Well, I know that. How many times have you heard Patrick Queen? Just as much as you heard Peters. And how did that pan out?
Yeah, that is true. But Queen's different than fucking Patrick.
Yeah, Patrick Queen.
Is he?
Patrick Queen had
That's what we said about Peters.
Patrick Queen had a great year.
He's a dog. He's
a dog. He's a dog. No, I said he could be a dog. Stop.
Town business.
Patrick Queen is not.
His cousin.
Marcus Peters was on his way down type of, maybe he could, maybe he could rejuvenate himself type shit. That's what we were kind of on, but he fucking that shit didn't pan out. But Patrick Queen, it's not like we're hoping that he could, turn back into form. He's coming off of a great year.
Patrick Queen is an outside linebacker.
Yeah.
That's what we need. Weren't you not satisfied with Spillane?
No, Patrick Queen is the outside linebacker.
Pickup was that?
Roquan is their inside linebacker, right?
Yeah.
They go all over the place. They side to side, so they switch up. They only need 2 linebackers. Their outside linebackers are pass rushers.
But if you have a Patrick Queen and a Spillane, I mean, you really don't need that much of a Diablo. You know what I mean? You could use Diablo, but you have them too.
El Matador.
You don't really need anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
That's the El Matador right there, dog.
I know Spillane's not. I wouldn't say Spillane. I like Spillane a lot, but I'm not gonna say he's on Roquan's level, but hey, Spillane is an emerging fucking linebacker, dog, who's very good, and you get somebody like that playing on the side of him, who knows, man? He can turn into a guy like that, because he showed last year that his weakness. He kind of emphasized that in the offseason a little bit. I think he kind of took that to heart, and came into the season with a chip on his shoulder, and he led the team or tied the team with lead in interceptions, right?
Roquan?
No, Spillane. Spillane had three interceptions at the end of the year, and I think that was tied for the lead for our team, right? I think him and Morig I think had 3, maybe Morig had 3 or 4. I think it was tied for the lead in the team lead for interception. So it was like and he played good. His coverage was not, sensational or anything like that, but improved a lot. I mean, he showed that the defense improved a lot under him. You know what I mean? And he was the captain of the defense. I mean, I know Max is the star on the defense, but the captain of the defense, you can see that it's Spillane. That's why he wears the green dot. You know what I mean? And that's usually a linebacker's role, but he played it good, man. I think he was a great addition to our team. So getting a guy on the side of him, whew, man, you get a guy like that. So anybody on the side of him that's any good, just to replace Masterson. I mean, you could probably like Gravy said though, you could probably roll with the Masterson if you get a Chris Jones though.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. If you get a Chris
Jones,
we're gonna go on Chris Jones.
We're gonna be fucking Chris Jones the whole time because he said the fucking facility's nice. Everybody says the fucking facility's nice, bro.
No, not facilities. Nice.
I've heard more dumber things said that they would want to come here.
Said, he didn't say he don't have to, like, as a chief, he don't have to compliment the fucking Raiders for nothing. You know what I mean? And to say, like, he didn't say that the facilities were nice. He said that they were the best in the league. And that, like, he fucking, that's a wild route. Like, just for saying shit like that, I don't know, the people in the chat, like, people have been in the chat for a long time. No, but people who have been in the chat know that, like, I read into, I don't know if I read into shit a lot too much, like read into body language and all of that little shit that's said, but I don't know, man. It just seems like he's trying to get into good graces already with Raider fans. I don't know, maybe that because it's not that I'm saying that it's a lock he's gonna come to the Raiders, but you never know. That could be in his mind. That could be an option for him already. You know what I mean? That's why he's kind of already setting it up for himself. You know what I mean? I'm still saying that he goes to the highest bidder, and at the end of the day, who knows? Kansas City might make a play for him because you just never know when it push comes to shove. You know what I mean? Sometimes the salary cap don't exist. You know what I mean? So you never know. They could make a play for him. But if there's any shot, I think that's what he's doing. I think that's what he's doing with this shit. Maybe not saying that he's coming here or anything like that, but just saying shit like that, like the best facilities in the league. You know what I mean? The organization's doing a fucking very well run organization.
Great credit.
No taxes. No taxes. He's spending the whole week there, dog. Like enjoying it, like right now, dog. You never know, man. No tax state.
After that question, there, Gabe.
Hey, so okay, SoCal Sal, shout out SoCal Sal, bro. He has a question. Question is to the panel and to everybody. Who's the first guy you're signing in free agency that's realistic? I'm going simple because I haven't really looked at the free agency list. And realistically, I would go Leonard Williams. I would go Leonard Williams for me because that's more of a realistic kind of shot. Plus, he has ties with Patrick Graham. So I think he'd fucking be dominant in this fucking in this fucking setup. I like that move. I would go Williams. I would personally go Williams. I haven't looked at the centers around the league that we need or anything like that, but I would go Williams. Where would you guys go?
I like Williams because he does make the most sense at the money and his familiarity with his defense already. He had his best year under Patrick Graham as a Giant. I mean, I think he would help out. He would help out this defense still greatly. Like it's still really, really big. I think it's like as good as our defensive tackles, filled in last year as a whole. He still solidifies that position. You know what I mean? So, but shit, who's to say that Chris Jones is not realistic? Like I just said, dog. Like all the money that Mark is getting, you know what I mean, in this fucking Super Bowl and all of this shit, dog. Who's to say, like, you know what I mean? Who's to say that he just doesn't say, like, you know what, this year I'm gonna try to go out and go get it, man. You know what I mean? Let's give fucking AP every resource he has to go fucking get the team that he wants, bro. You know what I mean? Like Gravy said, you go out and fucking splash and go get a fucking any guy like that, dog. I think you can you feel more comfortable in, because you're not giving your future away, because you already have a bunch of young guys already on this roster. You have a roster full of stars already. So you're not really mortgaging the future, because you've already built a foundation enough to where those shits won't be such a big hit. You know what I mean? You won't feel the hit as much.
What do you say?
Stop, man. Just inside, dude.
Here we go. People don't be forgetting shit.
I said I would think about it. I said, I didn't say do it. I said I would.
Gabe came up with that question. But let's stick to the question. The question is right now, first guy who signed a free agency. So I said Williams, Big Cat Leonard Williams. Who do you got?
Okay,
realistic. Chris Jones, realistic. Okay, that's a realistic. Okay, you're saying realistically. For the Ravens, let's peak. Chris Jones already peaked. Jonah Williams,
29. He just turned 29.
Solidifies everything we want to do on defense. We literally, I think we jump almost like literally right away into like a top 5 conversation, top 3 to me. But you literally jump right into that conversation with the Chris Jones, because your defensive line, especially with the emergence of Kuntz, you already got a defensive player of the year candidate in Max, which we haven't talked about, which is fucking bullshit that he didn't get it. But I mean, that's for another. I mean, I guess that's another for another topic. But you got Max, and then you get a Chris Jones. Everything you want to do on the defensive side is solidified right there. I think your linebackers get better, your DBs get better, and you already have what you want to do, and I think you just get better at everywhere on the defensive line. Is just they're gonna be playing more free, because Chris Jones is going to be also add that what we want to do on defense and stop the run. You know what I mean? Because as much as he's a good fucking pass rusher, he's just an all around good player, dog. You know what I mean? And he's a big ass human being, dog. So.
Cougar Stupid said no more Jones. We're still playing the Chandler Jones.
No more Jones.
Mine would make. I want to ask the nation this.
But you didn't ask. Okay, so who's the free agent that you'll sign first, Gravy? Realistically,
Chris Jones.
Okay. All right.
Nah, but
my chaser would be Leonard Williams.
Yes, exactly.
All right, go for it. What is your question for the nation? Go for it.
I wouldn't mind Christian Wilkins either.
My question is, every year for the last 5 years, we've been saying we have sucked defensive linemen. Every year for the last 5 years. Ever since we've been on YouTube, we've known each other, 2 years? We've been saying our defensive line have sucked. 3 years. We've been saying our defensive line sucked. Why not go get the best and make that defense, now that we have a defense, make that defense better than what it was. Solidify that defense.
And I think Leonard will do that.
So you don't got nothing else to think about. Like I said, my chaser would be Leonard Williams. I don't have a problem with that. But if you want the best, then go get the best.
But no, but man,
all the teams that do that win Super Bowls, man. Why can't we be that team?
The Rams, especially with the money we're getting right now. How much value have we got up? How much money has Mark, gotten in fucking, just in other stuff that he's doing, like in the team, now starting to do kind of a bunch of other events now, like all the shit that's going on this week there, like fucking $2 million suites. $2 million fucking suites, dog. I at the end of the day, dog, I don't think he's gonna be.
Are they different? Are they different?
If you give up some money, and salary cap, and say if you have to pay a luxury tax or whatever like that, you're still gonna make it back, because you're gonna put a winning product on the field, dog, and you're gonna get that money twofold.
So check this out. So this is straight off of the way I'm thinking, because what our coach said. Our coach said about Kansas City. Kansas City has a bunch of guys that weren't number 1 draft picks. They have a lot of guys that are there that are on that defensive side of the ball that weren't number 1 draft picks. When was Chris Jones drafted? Drafted in the 2nd round, bro. Top in the 2nd round, bro. So the thing is, what I'm trying to get at is that, like, bro, even though we're going to pay all this money and he's going to build that, he basically stated that a lot of those guys on that defensive side of the ball, and I know we talked about it last year, saying they ain't going to have nobody on that defensive side of the ball. They have a lot of young guys on that side of the ball, besides a couple veterans here and there sprinkled. You see what I'm saying? So Snead's a fucking one of those guys.
Half of the NFL ain't more than half of the NFL is in number 1 picks. So,
right, I understand that
are successful. That are successful.
Right. So what I'm trying to get at is that, like, what our coach wants, and I think what every Raider fan wants, is a guy to come in to be a Raider, bro, and be different and be this and be what we are. There's 31 other teams, bro. Damn, that looks nice. But what I'm trying to get at, those, bro, is like, even though it'll be great for him to come in and do all that stuff, bro, I think we can find somebody else, and I think Telesco's going to find us somebody else.
It's glue mixed with I guess it's a crossbreeded with glue mixed with marathon.
I bet you the dude on top of his list is Chris Jones.
Yeah, but realistically though, bro.
It is realistic. What you know what, man? You know what? Our owner got deep ass pockets, bro.
Deep now.
So
like before the problem was
we could say that, hey, you know, Chris Jones is going to want $38 million. We could sign Chris. We could sign Chris Jones for 20, and break him off a $30 million signing bonus, because Mark Davis's pockets are so deep. Now, a signing bonus is bigger than that.
Yeah,
he's gonna get whatever it is. It's gonna be more than what he gets paid.
He's gonna want to be getting paid. Like, okay, say, what was his market value? What did Sean Johnson put right there? It's gonna be somewhere around the 80 to
28
the high 80s to $100 million deal for 4 years.
He's looking at, hold on real quick, right here. He's looking at 3 years, 85 mil.
3 years, 85 mil. So you're gonna those 85 million deal. If those 85 million, you're going to have to cough up at least a good 50 in guaranteed money.
Yeah,
good.
So you got thirsty,
and you could do it. When you're selling $2 million suites. When you're selling $2 million suites for the fucking Super Bowl.
I don't know, bro. I don't.
And that's just one suite. That's just one suite.
But we're gonna need. Okay. All right, I see what you're saying, and I would love Chris Jones, bro, but I gotta think.
Let's do it. Hey, we can do something. We can do other things. Hell, Nidell.
Why do you think you said that?
Say that. I don't even know why Nidell. Man, I used to think you was cool.
Why do you think Mark Davis? Why do you think Mark Davis said that? He, like, his two favorite teams right now are fucking the Niners and the fucking Chiefs. And sarcastically, because they're the ones that making his pocket deep right now. Yep. All this money that he's getting right now, he can use this offseason.
Yep.
No, the nation thinks that, you know, Raiders are getting all this money. You know, the 49ers and the Chiefs split all this shit too. The NFL is fronting up the bill, but they're getting broken off too. Raiders ain't getting everything, bro. They ain't getting, you know, they're paying for it. They're getting paid. They're getting paid, but it's split, and then the NFL gets their cut. And then they're the one paying for Usher and all that. They're the one paying for Usher and all that shit.
Let me answer this.
All this other bullshit.
Let me answer this real quick. Raider Paul saying Goodell made Mark Davis fire Gruden and to have a Super Bowl, and they put the Queefs and the Niners in the Death Star. Now they're laughing at us. Paul, my bad. I'm sorry. I apologize, bro. We got the coach that we want, bro. We got everything that we fucking want. Now we're talking about actually making a fucking move into getting some great fucking players. There's a possibility of Chris Jones. There's a possibility of so many different things with all this money, bro. I mean, that the Goodell thing's gone already, bro. Regardless of whatever, Gruden's already got a fucking job over there with the Saints and solidified, and he's gonna get paid from the NFL. So what does it really matter, bro? We're talking about some shit that doesn't matter, bro. We got the coach that we want. I mean, for real, we got the coach that we need.
What you like about what the Raiders did? What you like about what the Raiders did, bro? Tell me what you like what the Raiders did. One thing, just one thing that you like what the Raiders did.
One thing, Paul. Give us one thing that you liked what the Raiders did.
I know he wanted AP. I know he wanted AP.
I want more. Like I said, I want Chris Jones, but I would want Leonard Williams. But any of those 4 fucking defensive tackles, any of those 4 defensive tackles would be great to have like on this defense, because our defense was already solidified since AP took over. I mean, there was a reason why we were number 1 in defense. You know what I mean? After AP took over, and if you get a guy like that to solidify the defense and anchor the middle, I mean, it's a no-brainer, dog. Like, I mean, that's not selling the future. That's fucking making your defense a fucking dominant force in this league. And as far as that, like, you get it's a quarterback prospect, and how our team's built, and in this day and age, that's the reason why I want to go quarterback in the first round. I want to go do what we can to go try to get a fucking Jaden Daniels. I'm tired of hearing like, oh, we almost pulled the trigger, but it was a little too much. Like the fucking stupid ass fucking the CJ Stroud shit that they said. Everybody in the room wanted him, but they didn't want to fucking they didn't want to pull the trigger at the last second. No, and I'm tired of hearing that shit. Pull the fucking trigger and go get that guy.
House Junkie said it perfect. The Raiders' money drought is gone now. We're off of the fucking Littleton contract. Carl Nassib, all these other contracts are fucking gone after this year, bro. That was one thing that Ziegler did. By this year, all the money's going to be off the books. I don't think we're going to owe anybody any money after this fucking season. Probably the only one that we're going to fucking owe is going to be Jimmy G, because we're going to cut his ass. And that's going to be like a $10, $12 million hit, whatever, regardless, whatever. That could be paid out in a certain amount of times, but it's not going to be the 40 to 50 fucking $million that we're paying out for all these other coaches. If Gruden gets that settlement, we don't have to owe him shit no more, because that's going to be a part of all that fucking other extra shit that was holding us back, bro. So with the Super Bowl being there in our house, we're getting a portion of it. We're hosting, regardless of whatever. And, like everyone's saying, everyone else is getting their fucking paper, and that's cool. But the Raiders are getting a bulk amount of that money. Why? Because Mark Davis owns, or he's leasing the property back to the fucking Raiders, bro. His company is leasing back to the Raiders, so the Raiders actually bought him. So it's just a fucking business thing, bro. So he's getting money off of that. So off of all that's happening, bro, it's then the games outside of that, soccer games, college games, fucking concerts, all that shit, bro. Y'all tripping. You guys are tripping.
I hate the fact that these two teams are in the fucking Super Bowl as much as anybody else. Don't get me wrong. But you guys got to see the silver lining now. Like, there's money to be made for us. At least we're getting money right now. Like, we could be getting nothing. We could be getting, like, our owner could be getting nothing. And hopefully he uses it to the right. You know what I mean? Hopefully he uses it for the right for this team, because this is his bread and butter. This is what, he fucking makes his, like, he's the face of his dad. His dad was the Raiders. You know what I mean? His dad was the fucking should be the fucking guy on the logo. You know what I mean? His face should be the guy with the patch. You know what I mean? So it's like I don't know, man. If anything, I think he's making this money, and I think he's gonna use it to the right. That's the reason why he listened this offseason. That's the reason why he's getting all this experience in the building.
Invest in your team, bro. Invest in your.
He's ready to do this. He's ready to make a big investment
in your team and be good.
Exactly. I think he's ready to make a big time. Like, he has already. You know what I mean? Like, I know people hate the fact that he left Oakland and all that shit, but the fact of the matter is that, you know what I mean, Oakland didn't want to do nothing for the Raiders. You know what I mean? Oakland, the city of Oakland. It's not the fans of Oakland. Nothing has nothing to do with the fans of Oakland. Nothing to do with that. The city of Oakland, and one person in particular, one stupid ass hoe, You know what I mean? Fucking in particular, you know what I mean?
Yes, Paul. Yes.
Was one of the main factors of
Yes,
why they didn't go to Oakland. But you like another reason why I say silver lining, dog. Like now we're getting money. We don't have the same environment as in Oakland, but I guarantee you, like if we could do this and get the right people, we're already. It looks like we're starting to get the right people in the building. Now, if you get, you know, if you do go up and get that quarterback of the future to fucking lead you, because that's the way teams are seem to be built, and you could get a defensive tackle like that, bro. Like that will, I think that will fix a lot of. It won't fix it all because I don't think you'll ever get the Oakland feeling totally back. But when the Raiders are winning, dog, that team is gonna that stadium is gonna be blacked out. That stadium is going to fucking, you know, they're gonna make themselves heard, dog. Like Raider fans will make themselves heard when, like, and you know, it's you know every team has them, every fucking has it. Like the fans that you know are just, you know, they're not that super die hard, I would say. Like so they'll hide themselves when, you know, when we're losing. Yeah, they'll hide themselves when we're losing, but you know, you'll see the other ones. You'll see the ones that are hiding come back out of the shadows, dog. Once this team starts winning, and you know what I mean. You'll see that stadium get filled more.
So let me react to Paul real quick because he's getting worse. But money, when you spend money, Paul, you get the best players that football can offer you. Okay, it's been known. If you pay money to get players, you win. You get winners. They're getting paid for a reason. They're getting paid a lot of money for a reason, bro. It ain't just they've been doing something for 1 year. They get broke off a bunch of money and then that's it. You know, money will win you a Super Bowl, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about one player. One player, unless it's a quarterback, can win you a Super Bowl. You know what I mean? But we have the defensive personnel that we just add one or two guys that we can be dominant at that spot. And that spot has nothing to do with the salary cap. It has nothing to do with what, because his pockets are so deep to where he can hand out bonuses and signing bonuses to get those guys in there, because those guys don't want to wait years to get their money. They want their money now. Mm-hmm. So he can guarantee these guys money now, because you can have you know Chris Jones could sign a $250 million contract, right? But if he's only getting $60 million guaranteed, he's only getting $60 million. The rest is bullshit, really.
Yeah, and also
$60 million is what he's worried about. That's what goes in his pocket.
How many teams with big time owners always go over the cap? Because their owners are willing to go over the cap because they got the deep pockets. We couldn't do that before because we were strapped for money. Davis couldn't do it. He had a stadium that wasn't really fully paid off. It's literally almost it's a way ahead of schedule to be paid off fully already. You know what I mean? So it's like he's already going to pay off the loan that the city of Vegas gave him and shit like that. So it's like
he already paid it off.
I think, yeah, exactly. He had to like 2026 to pay it off or something like that. And he already paid it off. That's how much money he's already gotten out. And like the team's value already went up so much money. The money that he's getting this weekend, it might not go to the salary cap, but when an owner's making that type of money and he knows that the city of Vegas ain't gonna get any cheaper, dog. Like everything is just getting, it's never gonna get any cheaper. He knows that he's basically a fucking license to print money, basically, dog. And that with the move to Vegas, you know what I mean? So he's more inclined to spend on big time players, not just before we would spend money, but spend money on wrong players and then give them huge ass contracts, and we would only get like one or two, like one big time guy in free agency or something like that. Now I think we're inclined to get multiple guys or something like that if we have the cap space, and he won't be scared to go a little bit, tiptoe that line and go over it a little bit if he has to. because he has
Yeah,
the
man.
deeper pocket.
But also
Yeah,
another
man,
thing you got to realize this.
But
Look,
you don't see the Rams. You don't see the Rams in cap hell.
No.
You know, you don't see the Rams. If you're in cap hell and you suck, then you made bad decisions. But the Rams won a Super Bowl, and then they've been, you know, not last in their division. They've always been in the mix in the NFC. So their decisions that they made were good decisions. We haven't had. We've always been under the cap until Al was there.
So
Bro.
this is
Al was there. Al had us over the fucking cap.
I don't think any Rams fan is complaining either, though. Like
That they won a Super Bowl.
Exactly, bro. Like if we win a Super Bowl, you know how much shit, bro. Oh my God, I don't. If we're gonna all our
we won a Super Bowl, but we're
Bowl.
$30 million. We're $30 million over the cap, but fuck, we won a Super Bowl. I can't believe it. I'm so mad that we're over the cap now because we won a Super Bowl. You don't hear no fans saying that shit.
Look. Let me give you a little bit of history real quick. Real history lesson, right? Kansas City has never ever had a fucking Super Bowl in their fucking facility ever. And they're the first original loser. Shout out Baker Raider. She's the one that said that. Kansas City went to the first Super Bowl and fucking lost, right? They're technically the original losers, right? But they don't make money, you know, with their home games or any Super Bowls or anything like that. Vegas is making money because the Super Bowl is here. Everybody's in Vegas, bro. Everybody goes to Vegas. Everybody sees that fucking place. Everybody's looking. People eat with their eyes, bro. They see with their eyes. They look at chicks with their eyes. They look at fucking cars with their eyes, bro. They look at everything that's fucking there, bro. And everybody's there right now. And who's out there? New head coach, a fucking good ass defense. All this shit is happening, bro. So what's happening is all that money's coming, regardless of whatever. It's funneling through the Raiders, and we're getting money on it. And what we have needed for the last fucking 5-6 years is not to fuck up the fucking the bag, and what we have done is double the fucking bag. So now we can turn around and go give up all these fucking picks and still have money to be able to bring players over for the next couple years. So the thing is, though, so regardless of whatever, bro, we're straight. Even though Goodell might be this and blah blah blah, whatever, we're fucking straight because we're not gonna have to put a lot of money on the book because we're gonna be able to cash them out. We cash these fucking players out. They get their guaranteed. That's off the fucking books. It keeps us under. Plus, the fucking cap is going up, bro. So it's not a fucking loss. And that's another good shit, too, Rick. It's too cold in KC, right? So they're not going to go over there. So guess what? It's not cold in Vegas. So if we're having it every fucking year, we're going to get more and more money. Better and better players. That's all it is, bro. It's just a fucking business. You say you run business, bro? This is business, bro. You don't turn around.
And the mere fact that they said that we might have it again in the near future. Like,
yeah,
you think fucking you think Mark Davis is worried about money, dog? He ain't strapped for cash anymore, dog. That's the biggest thing that you guys gotta, like, everybody's gotta remember. Like, he ain't strapped for cash no more. He's out of that. He's out of that fucking that cash house shit, like where he was the poorest owner. Hell, not no more.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
His snow bunnies are getting prettier and prettier every year, bro.
And the cocaine's getting purer and purer. Oh, sorry.
It's still the same haircut.
Still the same haircut, bro. He ain't changed.
I don't give a fuck what his head look like.
That's what I mean. Still the same haircut, but
if he give me Chris Jones, Mark Davis give me Chris Jones, man, I don't care what his hair look like.
Like, I don't know, man. I think we gotta go do something to go get our quarterback down. One thing. Hey, you guys see fucking Russ? You guys see Russ already putting in work? I mean, that's a good sign, but I mean, Russ is already putting in work.
Who, Russ the rapper, or?
Nah.
I seen him on fucking Flagrant earlier. I don't want to hear it. La 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 la.
I haven't said much about it since what yesterday.
Balded his head. He looks militant, dog. He looks like he's ready to. He looks like he's, he's running
like he
himself
fucking wants to play for the Raiders, bro. He looking like a gangster. He wants to be in a ball head game, bro.
Look like, I don't know why. It looks like he wants to, like, some revenge on the Broncos type shit. Like, he looks like he's dedicating himself this offseason to, like, and do everything he can to fucking prove the Broncos wrong. Whether he ends up with us or not, like, I don't, like, like that. I don't even want to talk about that shit or not because that shit does get me a little angry.
Well,
but
if I could have a bowl cut, if I could have a bowl cut, Vic, I would, bro. If we get Chris Jones, I would do.
He's just doing everything to prove the Broncos wrong for sure.
Okay, check us out. I'm gonna say it right now before we get out of here. If Russell Wilson comes to the Raiders,
I'm not shaving. No, I'm not touching my beard, bro.
No. Me. I will buy a Russell Wilson jersey and I will wear it proud. I will wear it. But if not, after all this shit, bro, I don't want to ever hear this motherfucker. He's gonna go to Atlanta,
we
bro.
We don't have another show till after, most likely till after the fucking Super Bowl, right?
Both of y'all thought I was crazy.
Super Bowl night.
You guys were telling me I was crazy for even saying that.
So who are we going with?
Now I hear it all over the chat.
Who are we going with on Super Bowl first?
Are we doing a live? Okay,
predictions and scores.
Are we doing a live Saturday or Friday or Saturday? Tomorrow or Saturday?
I don't know.
So okay, so let you guys know. Just fucking hit the notifications. Surprise!
Tomorrow's usually 10:20, bro.
Yeah, tomorrow or Saturday's 10:20.
10:20, dog. Shit. Nah, I don't know. But we'll see for sure. We'll see. Most likely tomorrow. Saturday, I think I might do something Saturday night, but so I think most likely tomorrow night.
I'm just gonna watch because I want to see what songs Usher plays. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just gonna watch it for the game. Usher's supposed to be there. Supposed to be the fucking.
There's some love in this club. Love in this club. That's what you're gonna be playing. Love in this club.
I'm gonna go 49ers.
Yeah, I'm going for Niners. I don't care. My Raiderism, I guess I can't go for the Chiefs, dog. I just fucking can't, bro. I cannot. The Cali in me is saying stick with Cali, bro. The Cali in me is the same.
I think it's gonna be Niners 28, Chiefs 24. And I win $2,000.
I hope.
And I win $2,000. Yeah, if that's the final score.
Is it? Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, let me borrow $5.
28-24. If that's the final score, $2,000. The Niners win 28-24.
You know, where's Jimmy G? Jimmy G needs to be in the building fucking talking to some Swifties so he can fucking pull the fucking old switcheroo. You don't need that, Kelsey. Let me give you the.
He just walk in there with this little pimped out suit, bro, and just turn her ass out.
It's Vegas.
I'm saying 30-17 Kansas City.
Oh. You know what? Shout out Max Crosby, bro, and the Rush podcast, bro. But Crosby even said that fucking Mahomes is the best, bro. He's saying that they're gonna win. He's like, I'm a Raider because I don't want to see either of them win. He said, but
Mahomes is the quarterback in the league, dog. But I just think that I don't know why. It looks like the Niners are on a mission this season for some reason. To me,
I don't know, bro.
They're always there, bro. They're always there, and
they're always there.
It's hard to beat them. Even what they say, you know, they don't have much. They have something to get to the fucking Super Bowl. They have something to shut down the MVP.
They got an all-pro out in corner two, dog. That one dude, Ward, from the fucking Niners. He's a fucking good ass corner.
He's badass. I wanted him last year. Hey,
he's a good ass corner.
Might win a Super Bowl on Sunday. Fun fact. Shout out Cool Cat.
And the clear fact that I hate the Niners, but he's Mexican and he wears number 54, dog, and he's the best linebacker in the league. Fred Warner, dog, he plays dirty sometimes. I hate that he plays dirty sometimes, and I'll be fucking wanting to just throw shit at the screen when he, like, especially, you know what I mean, that one time when he played against the Raiders, like, it looks like he was just doing some extra bullshit on the ground and shit. Like, it looks like he always does some dirty shit, but Fred Warner's the shit, dog. And they got that fool Greenlaw. The linebackers are good,
dope.
bro.
Greenlaw's good. He's really good.
Both of them.
Yeah. Hey, I like Matt Marinovich. Santa Clara 27.
But what does the Kansas City have that the 49ers don't defensively?
Gravy, I swear to God, you keep on talking. But, bro, can we just end this? You already said Kansas City. I said Niners.
We're talking about Fred Warner, good linebackers and all that, but where's it start?
Oh, but the thing is that fucking the Niners don't just got them. The Niners got that Hargrave. They got DeForest. They got that fool fucking. They got Bosa. They got Nick Bosa.
Not even close.
Nick Bosa. Isn't he a
Not even
defensive player of
close.
the year?
CJ. Hey, they got CJ from fucking what street? Who was he from?
Was Bosa a defensive player of the year?
No, Miles Garrett.
No, that's a Watt. That's Watt.
No, not this year. Was Bosa a defensive player of the year or defensive player of the candidate?
He was like, I think he was a candidate.
But as a whole, that defensive line is better. That 49ers line is better.
That 49ers defensive line is way better.
But Kansas City has one player better than all of them.
I'm going for Niners. RP my sister, bro. Like, man, that was her team. She would always talk shit to me, so I'm going Niners, bro.
If Purdy gets a whiff of that, he'll be running for days, bro. So wrap. Yep. Purdy gets a whiff of that number 95. He done. He done.
Fred Warner's locking down fucking Kelsey.
Yep. Fuck Kelsey.
Not if Swifty makes it, bro.
He's gonna hit him with his broken arm.
He's gonna hit him
in his mouth, right in front of fucking. What's her name?
They literally, hey, no bullshit. Somebody asked Max Crosby. He was like, "Hey, do you think if Kelsey wins the Super Bowl, he should ask Taylor Swift to marry him?" Like, man, that's none of my business. What the fuck?
He's gonna be out. He's gonna be knocked out of the game by Fred Warner. We're gonna fucking give him a concussion.
Damn. I'm like broken arm. I was thinking I wanted to feel pain.
He's gonna give him CTE.
Kelsey's so big, dude. Kelsey's so big. He'll probably blow
Fred Warner's gonna give him CTE on Sunday.
Kelsey's a big dude, bro. He's a big dude. He's way bigger than Warner.
We're gonna fucking Greenlaw Anderson. They're gonna get high-low his ass.
Yeah.
I just can't wait for Usher, bro.
That's all it is. I'm waiting for the halftime show, bro. All right, guys.
I don't give a shit who wins. I don't give a shit who wins, but I just think football-wise, quarterback-wise,
I just want to see. I just want to knock fucking Kelsey out, and then fucking just see fucking Swift just start crying in the fucking whatever suite she's in. Fucking just start crying like a little sissy. That fucking come on, because fucking he's gonna be knocked out on the fucking field like Antonio Brown.
That's crazy. That's bad, but I want to see it too.
I hope so. Because it'll be the last loss they had was against us.
It was.
Yeah. So Sunday night will be a little different, I think. Shout out Paul. He's asking what time the next live is. Sunday night will be these two heathens probably gonna go live either tomorrow or Saturday. Be surprised. So you guys keep my heathens.
Both days, Gabe. Both days.
But for sure, Sunday night after the Super Bowl, about 9:00, we'll be live just in case. I think the Super Bowl. What time does the Super Bowl start? 4?
Yeah.
So by the time it's over, about like
3:30. Starts at 3:30. It ends like around 7:30.
So yeah, so we'll be live 9:00 Sunday night. Sunday night for sure. But then, like I said, my heathens over here, they're gonna be live.
I'll put it if it's tomorrow. I'll put it in the morning. If it's Saturday, I'll put it in the morning, regardless. Yeah. So you'll get the notification in the morning.
How many times have we heard that? Though? How many times have we heard that?
Hey, that's what I'm saying. I just know for sure Sunday after Super Bowl 9:00.
No, but you got shit to do. But I'm sitting there waiting.
Well, hey,
IG,
call the man.
Gabe,
Got his
what's
number.
up?
I have nothing to
Gabe,
do
what's
with it.
up?
Call the man. He's
Gabe,
right
what's
there.
up?
He's right next to you.
Gabe, what's up? I'm gonna blow his IG up, bro. Gabe, what's up? Gabe, what's up? Gabe, what's up?
Gaby's gonna be wearing a Chris Jones jersey on Sunday. Shout out Rick out. Let's go. Let's go.
If I could get a 95 black one made, I'll do that shit.
Better Paul say, brother. Salute. Well, guys, thank you guys for pulling up, man. Appreciate you guys. Like, it's always a pleasure, man. There's a lot of more trade rumors. Super Bowl Sunday is on, pulling up on this Sunday very, very fast. By the time you know, it's going to be free agency, then draft, and shit. It's going to be crazy, bro. So we're going to be here during that whole time. Let's go commercials. Yeah, so I want to see some good commercials, bro. That's what I want to look at. Last year, the commercials sucked, bro. They sucked, bro. The commercials weren't that fucking good, bro. It's been a while since I've seen some good commercials on.
To be honest, let's just go score. Like I want to see this, just the score in my favor in the pool. That's it. I don't give a fuck who wins. Nothing like that. Just end up in the score that I need. That's it. I don't give a fuck about anything else.
Well, anyway, guys, we're gonna get out of here, man. Thank you guys for pulling up. Appreciate you. We're gonna be here all off season and moving forward, man. Thank you guys. Appreciate all you guys.
Remember, free agencies first. Free agencies first.
March. 1 month. About a month away.
I wish they had a free agency mock draft. I wish they could do something like that.
Ooh.
Free agency mock draft.
We'll put one together. Fuck it. Let's do it.
Yeah, we can put it together. We can put a list. We can put a list and then like of all the free agents and like the money that we have available.
How much money that everybody's worried about and all this shit. Because I'm not into these college dudes.
Shout out Desiree. He's getting legal tampering in 4 to 5 weeks, 4.5 weeks.
Yeah, dog, about a little bit more than a month away. A little bit more than a month away, dog, and we're in free agency.
Yeah.
Woo, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, but we're gonna be out of here, guys.
Influence the AP move made.
It's gonna make a lot, bro. I think it's gonna make a lot. I think a lot of people are saying
so too. I think so too, but I just can't wait to see it.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you guys, man. I appreciate you guys. It's gonna be crazy.
I just hope Gabe wins because he's gonna be generous and share the wealth, bro.
Yeah, because we gave him the props, bro. So yeah, he's gonna give us all a little something. No, it's playing.
Yeah.
Hey, be thankful for what you do got, what you don't, and don't drink and drive, fuckers. Till next time on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Raiders for life. Raiders for life.